Hello drone racers, welcome to my pile of stuff. This is a coming soon video that I didn't really plan on making, but over the last week all this stuff has just shown up. Some of it's been around a little bit longer than that, but I'm just going to kind of go through it because I can't get through this very fast. This is probably going to take me the rest of the year. Just so you know, we will have some commentary from our patrons. We're doing a live stream with on Patreon, so if we have anybody there that has any questions, they may be jumping in. Some of this I have bought. Some of it has come from GearBest, just so you know. A lot of the Furby stuff, because worst case scenario is they don't like my review and they stop sending me stuff and I have to go back to buying stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. So in this case though, they haven't minded when I've trashed some of their stuff in the past, so I don't think they probably will now either. Part of what I want to determine here is what you guys want to see most and first, because I've got a lot of stuff to go through and I want to take a look at all of it. But if you want some input on which ones to look at first, put a comment down below and we'll go from there. If you want to be part of the next live stream on Patreon, let me know and go to Patreon, and even the $1 subscribers are open for all of the live streams. That hopefully this goes well. All right, first up is my Ultralite build. I showed this during the last coming soon video, but I'm actually not done with it. I started to put it together and it's really nice, but I'm a really bad builder. It's been a long time. These wires are terrible, so I have a few pieces left to put together here. I put the motors on wrong, I put it all together wrong, but I wanted to show this because this is still coming soon, and this is a really light build. Once I got this board working, I was really happy with it. It's pretty cool. It's everything you need all in one, but I need to get the rest of the pieces for it. So if you want to still see that, let me know as a build video versus all the rest of them we've got, like an update to the, what was this, the B-Fight 210, I believe it was. In my last review video, the flight lasted, what, about 10 seconds, I think? And you'll see now I've got an antenna mount on here. I've been told that these now come with these antennas, so that should be a lot better as an option for people if they want to mount this. So I'm really excited to try this again with an antenna that I'm not going to break off, especially since this doesn't have a buzzer and there's a lot of buzz right now. Oh, that's lame. A lot of buzz right now about using your motors as a buzzer, so I have some plans for that as well. But I think that'll be a really good fit, so I want to get this updated to Betaflight 3.2 because it is magic, literally magic, and then give this one an update. So there's still that on the list. SPC Maker, I just gave one of these away to a patron, but this one's different. Let's see which one it is. This is the SPC Maker 90 NG. It's the next generation. It's an F4 board. There is a Runcam in there, so it should have a really good view. My concern on this one is it's really expensive. Right now, GearBest has a coupon, so it's under $200, but for the most part, this one is like $250 list. I can't see why this would be worth it. I'm not sure. It better be freaking amazing. I don't think it'll be that amazing for the price. There's too many good options now. Okay, this will probably be on my short list to try very soon, hopefully this weekend. I just tried the XJB145 and it was freaking amazing. And this is a Furby 140 that should be almost as good with a, no. I saw Andy RC's review and that looks like a Runcam, but it's not a Runcam. I looked this camera up though and it's $25. It's not that much cheaper than a real Runcam. If it was like half that price, I might be more tempted, but for $25, I'm not really tempted. We'll see how it looks though. So I just got my first 3-inch and it was a 145. This is a 140. Ooh, that has an XC60 on it. I didn't notice that. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That one was amazing. This one might be as good. My receiver's falling out though. I'm gonna have to fix that before it comes apart. Yeah, the antenna's just hanging out there. That's a problem. We'll get that fixed before I fly it though. But if you want to see that one, I want to see that one because the other 140, holy cow, freaking spectacular. I can't wait till my new batteries get here. And these are 4-bladed 3-inch props. Interesting. I've not tried those, but I've ordered a whole bunch of 3-inch props in order to try. And now for something completely different. Oh wait, no, it's a guitar. No, it's not a guitar. Look at this. This is a handheld 3D gimbal, which I normally wouldn't bother with on the channel, but I've wanted one of these for a long time. And I actually won this during the GearBest anniversary sale, one of those weirdo catch the gold coins games or something. I won this and they sent it to me. These gimbals, last I had looked, were like $300. This one was $150, and I'll tell you, I used this last night to film my daughter's music program. I set it on a monopod. I had a monopod. I set it up there, and it tracks really nicely. I was really impressed with how well it looked. It looks so professional just standing there with my iPhone and seeing everybody else holding their phone and seeing the jitter and the jello and having this nice tracking program. I think this thing, it was spectacular. I was really happy with that. So I want to do a full review just so people can see it, and since it was free, I might as well review it, but only like $130, so I was really happy with that. That was really cool. Okay, so the Furby X215 has been huge for people, but a whole bunch of people have not been able to get them. I know a lot of people, I've been on a thread, ordered them and are still waiting. I was lucky enough to get mine, but I heard they might have changed something. They might have a different flight controller in it now, so we'll find out. I haven't even opened this one up yet, but I'm eager to find out if it still has the Holy Bro in it or not, and it should be one of the better racers out here. It definitely has a nice box, but one that might be better is this one, the Furby Dark Max. Did I mention I ordered some 6S batteries? Oh, I have plans for this. Oh, I hate these props. I'm sorry, Gem Fan, but I am not a fan of your 51, 52 props. I might try them, and I might not. But this is a 6-inch racer. This should be able to go 100 miles per hour. I got volunteers at work that I just went up and said, hey, I might need help doing a recording. I have a drone that's supposed to go over 100 miles per hour. Anybody want to help? And I've gotten like a dozen volunteers already. Nobody believes me. And well, we know other people have done it. But I want to see how much of a difference there is between the 4S, 5S, and 6S. So this one will definitely be coming soon if the stupid rain outside will stop and I can actually get things done. But at a glance, I don't know if you can see that. That solder is really bad. That is a really bad solder job. Hopefully that doesn't impact how things work. Can you guys see that? I love the way the camera is mounted. I like this pre-built-in mount, so when I'm not trying to go 100 miles per hour, I can throw my GoPro Session on here, which is my go-to. It ought to fit just perfectly on there and be really, really nice. Oh, I can't wait for that. Next up is BBB Born To Be the Best, except I saw this on the list. I ordered it right away, and I didn't read all the details, and I'll show you the problem I have. So first it comes with this nice frame. It's a nice carbon frame. It's fairly thick and it's got some aluminum to it, and it's got a number of pieces to it. And it comes with, you can see the motors under here and the props, and it comes with a Runcam micro, and there's no flight stack here. There's nothing to mount it to. There's no ESCs. There's no nothing. You buy this and you have to add your own flight stack, which is really weird to me. I don't know if I will recommend that you buy this. I'm not sure why, but the timing is perfect because I just happen to have a flight stack with a broken frame. So the guts from, what was it I was just flying? I just broke something. Oh yeah, my Q95 I just broke. So I broke the frame on that. So the guts of that are gonna move to this, which should be a pretty good fit. First though, with that, I'm gonna break something else on it, but that's a secret. I'll tell you about that later. So I have a completely sealed, unmarked box. I'm honestly not sure what's in here. All right, this is, oh, that looks familiar. Anybody recognize that? I just reviewed one of these, and I kind of forgot that they were sending me a review copy too. So I have two of the XJB 145s, one that I love, one that I don't really need. If only I had people to give it away to that might be interested in flying the best 3-inch drone I've ever flown. I've only ever flown one 3-inch drone, but it's awesome. I love that thing, and there are some mega giveaways planned before the end of the year. This is going to be in one of them. Hi, my name's Mark, and I am a Terrenas fanboy. Not necessarily the X7. I love my X9. I've been flying it for years, but this, see that? This is an X7S. Will this win me over? I've never used any of the Hall effect gimbals. This one might just do it because it should be amazing. But I might be giving this away too, because this one was actually given to me by GearBest. I think that GearBest has given every reviewer on the planet one of these. I saw Bruce just got one from them. But Banggood, on the other hand, is sending me an X90 Plus SE, which I think I'm gonna like even better. So the big question is this one gonna be worth $200, $100 more than the stock one when $50 gimbals almost get you to the same place? Or is the 90 Plus SE, which has its awesome cover and its Hall effect gimbals and a power port, which I think is gonna be a big deal. This review you'll probably see very soon because it won't take me very long to record, and I can do it while it's raining. So we'll see that review and a lot of FrSky reviews here really quick. Okay, so this is the Armor 90. I kind of forgot I had this one. It was sitting on a shelf and fell behind some stuff. So this should be a really good indoor flyer, which I'm gonna need a lot of to review because this stupid weather, I already hate winter. For those that don't know, this channel is actually over 2 years old. It started in 2015, but the week I started it, we got a blizzard, and then I was like, I can't go outside and review stuff. This isn't gonna work. So it kind of died until the spring when it just exploded. But now I'm gonna find things to do because we are not gonna just give up on this. We've got plenty of things that we can still review even when it's raining. Like the Eachine E56. I've reviewed the E50 and the E51 or 55. I gave away a red one that looked like a Corvette on the channel not too terribly long ago. This one's an E56, which I think they keep getting better. This one has a 2 meg camera in it, so I'm hoping it's good enough that you can actually use it and it gets some good effects out of it, which the previous ones, they were toys. They're cheap toys. It's only like $35, so it should be good. But hopefully you get a good enough quality out of this one that you can actually get some selfies out of it. It's still not a Spark. I haven't gotten anybody to give me a Spark, and I haven't been able to make myself buy one yet. So it's not a Spark, but it is my first ever DJI drone. I got the Phantom 3 SE. I actually bought this one because I wanted to get it to compare with the Show Me Me drone, which I really like, but now the Phantom 3 SE isn't that much more expensive. So I'm looking forward to trying this and then doing a shootout with that because it's a kind of a toss-up on which one it's going to be. I'm not sure yet. I'm really looking forward to being able to do a head-to-head because this will also go 4 kilometers. It does 4K video, and I've seen coupons for it for like $500, so it should be really nice. I have had this out of the box, updated the firmware, and was going to fly it today, but it was sleeting. It wasn't even rain, it was just sleet this time, even worse. If you saw my iRange module review that I put into the Terrenas, right after that I found out that there's now a dedicated radio that you can get that might be, if you are willing to do a little bit of extra work and programming, one of the best radio options available. This thing will work with your Spectrums, your Walkeras, your FrSky. It actually has a stronger transmitter than your FrSky Terrenas if you have one. It works with just about everything. It's a kind of small, which we'll look at when we get it all open, but it'll do it all. The gimbals aren't great, the quality's not great, but one radio to start it out. I'm wondering if this is going to be a best recommendation for people getting started. I'm not sure because I'm afraid it might be too complicated. One of the benefits of the Terrenas X7 is that it's just really easy to get started for the most part, and it works, and there's so many videos about it. This one has become really popular, but it's still going to take more work, so I don't know if it's going to be the best option for people or not. I'm looking forward to trying it though. Okay, here's a weird one. It's Tech Detrum Tombi 250 drone. It's 250. We haven't done too many 250s. So what's the big deal about this one? It's right here. The airframe is made of 12K twill carbon fiber and custom injected plastic, and it should be super, super strong, which means I plan on flying this into a tree. Like, you can't just tempt me like that. My goal has to be to break it now, right? I'm not sure I believe them. I mean, these legs feel like plastic. I'm going to be surprised if this one ends up with a good review. I do kind of like the cushion on here. Oh, you know what? Even this is interesting. I don't think I've seen this before. You have soft mounts for your high def camera, which I've seen before, definitely. But the camera itself is mounted to that. So it will either vibrate a lot and look terrible, or it will be smoothed out because of those cushions. The thing I did notice though is the camera is just all in here floppy, and the connectors here that holds the camera, it's all loose and flopping around, and it doesn't even fit tight. I'm not sure once I do somehow get a screw in there. I'm not sure how I'm going to get a screwdriver in there to bolt it down because it's right there. Like, I can't get a screwdriver in there. There's a piece of carbon in the way. And even once I do, this camera is just loose in here. So this seems like maybe the worst idea I've ever seen. So yeah, your carbon is supposed to be super strong. We're gonna find out, and I'm not sure what this is for. There's a random servo connector sticking up. We'll find out. There's an antenna connector on there. There's carbon and plastic. That is pretty thick carbon. See how strong it. Oh, it is stiff. I'll give them that. That is really stiff for an H-frame though. I don't know. That one's going to be interesting. I will be shocked if that comes back with a good review. On the other hand, I have a Coppice. So this is like a $250 drone. This is here to compete with my Diatone GT200. This should be right on par with that as the best racer I have. And this might, or the GT2 or something, might end up as one of the giveaways along with the Spectrum and a pair of goggles, maybe even the Aomways if we get to our goal at the end of the year. More about that later, but this comes in a really nice looking package. I'm looking forward to that, and I definitely have to wait for a nice weekend because I'm gonna have to push this thing to the limit. It's gonna take more than just one flight to see how it goes. So the Up Air 1 is another camera drone, kind of in the middle of the GPS toyish drones like the Hupson that I reviewed and the X21. Those are toy drones with GPS built in that are okay, but they're still a lot cheaper than the Show Me or the DJI that I just got. This one's kind of in the middle. It's about $300, $350, but it's full GPS, but it has a automated gimbal in it. So it's a 2D gimbal, not a 3D gimbal. Will it be worth it? Will that be good enough with this one is not 4K, it's 2700 or something. Probably, honestly, it's still enough for most cases. I'm looking forward to it because I think it might end up being a really good option for people that can't quite afford even the Show Me, but want something really good. I think this might be really good. I don't know, I haven't taken it out of the box yet. I'm hoping it's not garbage. And last but definitely not least is a Propel Star Wars drone. I've actually reviewed the other two Propel Star Wars drones on my Star Wars Facebook page and YouTube channel, but now that we are a little more focused toward drones, we might take a look at those and take a look at this one at the same time. This is the speeder bike. I also have the Air Hogs last year speeder bike, but these are spectacular. If you're a Star Wars fan and you like drones, these are just so nicely done. They're not cheap, but we'll take a look at this one and see how it compares and maybe get a fight between all the three of them. If you found this useful, leave a like down below and comment with what order you want to see. Which of these things on the list do you want to see first? I'll try and add links to them as I go. I will probably forget, so feel free to yell at me and I'll go back and add those in when I see your comments. Do you want to see the racing drones? Do you want to see the camera drones? The Phantom SE is next, I'll just tell you. You'll see that on Monday, hopefully. The Dark Max at 100 miles per hour? Yeah, that's on my list. Barely going to be above freezing, and it's only October though, so that's just a bad combination. And until next time, remember, if you were a Drone Racer 101 patron, you would have already seen this.